What's up, people? Welcome back to another Elevated Mondays. It's your boy L Student. Halfway through the year, we're almost there. 2019 is halfway through. I hope you all been smashing your goals, and I hope you just been, you're on target on whatever you're trying to achieve. I have a few questions, right? Have you actually ever seen a tree without its roots, or a building without a foundation, or even a car without a chassis, right? You don't see any of that, because for everything to function, it needs a base. It needs something that you can build on. You don't just have a car without a chassis, where you gonna put the wheels, where you gonna put the engine. Do you know what I mean? You're not gonna have a building without its foundation, where you're gonna put everything, where you're gonna put the rooms on. Do you know what I mean? You need the foundation. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise the whole thing is just gonna come collapsing down, right? Even us as human beings, we need bones. Do you know what I mean? We need bones in our system, in our body, to actually stand up straight, to actually stay up straight. If we don't have these bones here, we're done. That's it. We're just jelly, just walking around. If you ever seen those those air balloon things, the sticky ones, and they're just floating around in the air. Do you know what I mean? Like an advert. Basically, what I'm trying to say is here, for everything to function, we need a base. Forget about the moving, the little moving parts, that make everything function and all that. Yeah, if you don't have the base, then those little parts, they don't have anywhere to where you can mount those little parts. I mean, you need the base to mount those little parts. Everything in life needs a base to build on. It needs a strong foundation to build and grow on. It doesn't matter if it's a car, if it's a bike, if it's a tree, if it's a house, or whether if it's a human being. If you're trying to grow financially, if you're trying to grow mentally, if you're trying to grow physically, emotionally, it's all about growth. You need somewhere where you can put your roots on, and then you can just grow yourself. Do you know what I mean? So before you start building your business, before you start building your relationship, or your faith, or your physique, or just you're trying to be healthy, before you start building anything in your life, you need to start with your foundation and make sure it's strong. If it's a business, you need your business plan. You need your business plan. How are you going to do it? Where you going to get your stock? Who you're going to sell it to? Do you know what I mean? And what's your unique selling point? Do you know what I mean? You need all of those things. That's your foundation. If it's your relationship, you need to get to know one another. You need to get to know each other better. Do you know what I mean? You need to ask those crucial questions. Don't ask them 6 months down the line. Do you know what I mean? Imagine dating someone for 10 years. You don't talk about having kids. You don't talk about marriage. You don't talk about anything else here. Only to find out after 10 years, oh yeah, nah, I don't want any kids. You just wasted your 10 years thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna have me some 2 little babies, cute little babies and everything, only to be told nah, I don't want any kids, mate. Do you know what I mean? You just wasted 10 years right there. Trust me, there are people like that in the world, that don't ask those crucial questions, but I think you should ask those crucial questions. Do you know what I mean? If you're trying to build your faith, you need to know what you believe in. Do you believe in that faith? You need to ask those crucial questions, why you believe in that faith and why you're trying to follow that faith. Do you know what I mean? That's how you build that strong foundation that's going to keep you going. Especially when one thing that we know in life, right, is there's always going to be bad times. It is guaranteed. Good times are there and bad times are there as well. Now through the good times there, it's all good. It's good times. So we forget about the bad times coming. Now when the bad times do come, they come with a punch. And when they do come with a punch, you want to make sure your foundation is strong. We've seen this on TVs, we've seen this on documentaries, we've seen this all over the world here. Houses getting swept, literally when the storm comes through, right? But we've also seen some houses when there's floods, when there's a storm here, they still stand. And that's because they had a strong foundation. Do you know what I mean? Just because you got a strong foundation doesn't mean it's not going to collapse, but it means you got something, at least that base still remains for you to rebuild on. Do you know what I mean? Now, if you don't have that base here, that's it. You don't have nothing to rebuild on. So that's the whole point. So it doesn't matter whether your goals, they get knocked down. You're trying to build a business, or you're trying to build a relationship, and then it fails, or it looks like it's crumbling down here. As long as you got that strong base, you can always rebuild on that strong base. But if you don't have that strong base here, that's it. You're done. Everything is getting flooded. Everything is getting knocked down, and that's it. You got move on, start somewhere else, start from zero basically. Do you know what I mean? So that's the whole point. You gotta start with a strong foundation and make sure everything is solid before you start building your goals, before you start building yourself up. You gotta make sure you know what you're building, you know what you're growing on. Do you know what I mean? If you're gonna work on your mentality, right, you gotta make sure you got a strong foundation on why you're trying to build your mind up. Do you know what I mean? So when bad times do come, when bad things are happening, it keeps you going because you're strong enough to keep going through those tough times. And if you get knocked down, you know you can get back up because your base is so strong that you can always rebuild on that. Do you know what I mean? Most people, we just like to get it easy. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I've seen people, obviously we've heard stories of like people, let's say you're trying to build yourself up, you're trying to, you know, bulk up, and then you're trying to get hench or whatever, you gotta go and take some steroids, or you gotta take some pills, or you're trying to lose weight, you gotta take some pills, you know, and people do die because of these things, or, you know, you end up having some medical complications and all that, right? Rather than just eat good, eat healthy, work out, you know. Now that's the long route, do you know what I mean? And yeah, believe me, like, you know, if I can take the short route as well, yeah, and get what I want, yeah, I would. But it comes with this, you know, you gotta pay the price. But if you take the long route, yeah, it's long, it's hard, you know, sometimes you're trying to give up, yeah, and you have to dig through the dirt. It's simple as that. For you to build that foundation, you need to dig through the dirt. Like literally, you gotta get dirty, you gotta get in there, you gotta literally pick up your shovel and everything, you know, just dig through it, you know what I mean? You gotta put your boots, you gotta like suit up and like go through it. You gotta go through it. I'm sure we've all seen when a new house is being built, right? It's not a pretty sight, you know. You just see these trenches, you know, like people just digging through it. You got these lines and everything, right? You're thinking what is going on, and then they put the concrete, they put these metal spikes in there, and to just, you know, solidify that concrete, make sure like it's not gonna crack or anything in there, like, you know, it stays strong, right? And that's the same thing. That's the same idea of the roots. Do you know what I mean? That's why they put those metal pieces, right, in the foundation. Do you know what I mean? That's the same thing with the roots. The roots here, they keep the tree standing up straight. You know what I mean? You can have like the top of it literally leaning forward, like leaning, right, following the sun or whatever, but because the roots are so strong, it's not gonna fall over. Do you know what I mean? So that's the same principles really with the foundation as well. When they put those metal spikes in there with the concrete, they're there to hold the concrete together so it doesn't crack, so that base stays strong, right? So what I'm saying is you gotta dig through it, you gotta go through it, you gotta put in the work. Yeah, you just don't want the whole building just coming down, you know, your whole goals just literally just falling down into little pieces that you're gonna struggle to just pick up and then put together and everything like that. We all know that if you smash a glass here, you can try and like, you know, stick it together, it's never gonna stay as strong. Do you know what I mean? That's not gonna happen. So I just wanna say is, let's all go back to our drawing board. Let's make sure our foundation is strong. If it's not, then come up with a plan. Write down your plan, how you're going to do it, whatever you're working on, whether it's your, you know, emotionally, you're just trying to work on yourself, or you're trying to work on yourself just physically, or you're trying to work on yourself mentally, or just financially, or however you're trying to work on yourself. Let's go back to the drawing board. Make sure our foundation is strong, make sure our plan is strong, make sure we got a way to come back should things do go wrong. And things do go wrong, believe me, here and there. Your life is always testing you. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, it's testing you for the better, to make you stronger. Do you know what I mean? So don't worry, go through the dirt, dig through the dirt, and make sure your foundation is solid. Your foundation has to be solid, and when your foundation is solid, nothing can bring you down, nothing can knock you down, and you think, oh, I can never get back up. You get knocked down, that's gonna happen, but you know 100% you're always gonna come back up. Do you know what I mean? So I just wanna say is, just as always, build that foundation up and let us all stay elevated.